This past week, I've figured out three things that drastically helped me to unlock a high level of productivity. I thought I was productive before, but this helped me to unlock a higher level of productivity. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this video is for the guys who are already taking action and they kind of want to find that extra edge. Okay. I used to think, and I still do, but I just thought that focusing on testosterone and dopamine was what's going to help me to become more ambitious, energetic, and obsessive, and have that aggression towards just conquering my goals. But these three things and the last two pieces of advice are Islamic principles that are far more superior than testosterone and dopamine. Okay. The first piece of advice is from Engel Malik. I hopped on a one-on-one call with him. He has a free school community called Project Baraka. Allahumma barik, bro. What an absolute legend. Just pure value. 2 hour call, pure value, business advice. And for some reason, the one thing that stuck with me was he said, just turn your brain off. Because like being too intelligent is actually really bad for entrepreneurship. Being too intelligent is actually going to make you less money. You're going to get less results. And then I also seen it as you're going to be much less productive. And it's 100% true. And I was like, okay, I need to be the dumb guy. Okay, because thinking too much is not a good thing, especially as a beginner. Just follow one guy who is where you want to be in terms of like business advice, and just be a dumb guy. Take action, fail fast, get results fast, change course fast. Speed. Speed is extremely important, not just in business, but in productivity. Now, I've heard this from multiple guys as a sort of pattern recognition. High performers always talk about speed, and procrastinators struggle the most with this because they're extremely slow. Now, I was productive before, but again, I just needed that extra edge. And it wasn't this advice that gave me the extra edge, it was the two Islamic principles. And I'll tie in how just turning your brain off applies to these two Islamic principles. So, the second thing is making istighfar right before Fajr. Be 5 minutes before Fajr, 10 minutes before Fajr. There's an ayah in the Quran. وَبِالْأَسْحَارِ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. They make istighfar in like the late night. 5-10 minutes before Fajr, bro. Istighfar by itself is already like a 10 in 1 habit. Productivity is just one of those things. Specifically making it, and I didn't know this, but specifically making istighfar right before Fajr is what amplifies the impact of making istighfar. And I didn't realize that until after I did it. The obsession that I had to conquer my goals was nothing like if I focused on increasing testosterone, is what I'm trying to say. The level of obsession and motivation and energy that I had to just take action was in freaking sane, bro. Insane. An Islamic principle that's from the Quran that literally just helped me to unlock a much higher level of productivity that I didn't even know was possible. Like, I knew it was possible, but I didn't expect it from this specific habit, this specific principle. To top it off, and this is the third piece of advice, there's a specific Sunnah dua right after Fajr that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to make. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Okay, so 30 minutes after I made that dua, Allah instantly answered my dua. The knowledge that I learned, like something just, I didn't even expect it. I just made the dua with like almost no expectation. And it was just like, all of a sudden, Allah inspired the idea in me to just go search for a specific question I had. I can't remember what it was. Then I watched the video, and that one video, so it wasn't even a lot of knowledge. That one video was back. That one video was exactly what I needed. In the exact, and it came at the exact right time. I was just like mesmerized. Allah instantly answered my dua. And it led me to the exact knowledge that I needed to also, that will help me increase my rizq. And I got so excited from what I just learned because I was so mesmerized, okay? It motivated me to take action. So like those two things were just so amazing, bro. And then for that whole entire day, and this is how my week went every single day. For the whole entire day, I was just so insanely focused on just taking action. And then it clicked for me. I was like, oh, okay, this is what Engel Malik meant by just turning your brain off. This is what the high performers mean when they say speed. Speed is what's gonna get you there, bro. Speed is the number one. They say in business, it's the number one most important like concept. Speed. And I'm like, okay, this is how they live like, bro. Idea, excitement, action, and just pure tawakkul, bro. That's literally what I've realized. And I was like, okay, this is a whole nother level of productivity, bro. And it's crazy to think that it's from very two simple Islamic principles. Right before Fajr, it takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. Just make istighfar. How much easier do you want it? How much easier do you want it, bro? If you want to have that edge, top priority habit to do. So literally, istighfar right before Fajr, sunnah dua right after Fajr. You're praying Fajr already anyway. Just have the mindfulness to remember right before Fajr, istighfar, and right after, sunnah dua. And then you're gonna realize, like, okay, you're gonna feel that barakah in your energy, your time, and in your work, bro. Genuinely insane. You know what else is insane? The fact that you're not in my free school community. I have so much value in there, bro. And I'm adding even more stuff to it, inshallah. And I also have a paid community where I'm going to be making the most insane course on the internet revolved around how to beat procrastination according to Islam. It's gonna be freaking insane, bro. Links in the description below. Go ahead, check it out if you want, inshallah. And to conclude, do not buy into your emotions and justify with logic. Assalamu alaikum.